They called him the Demon King, a warlord cloaked in shadow and flame, a man whose ambition scorched the earth and reshaped the destiny of Japan. This is not just the story of a daimyo, it's the saga of a revolutionary who shattered old orders, wielded fire and steel like no other, and nearly unified a fractured realm through sheer will and cunning brutality. Oda Nobunaga was born on June 23, 1534, in the turbulent heart of Owari province, within the walls of Nagoya Castle. The son of Oda Nobunaga, a minor warlord and deputy military governor, and his wife Tsuchida Gozen, young Nobunaga, then known as Kiboshi, grew up in an era of endless strife, the Sengoku period, where clans clawed for power amid the crumbling Ashikaga shogunate. From a tender age, he displayed an unconventional spirit, hunting with falcons, practicing with the newly introduced matchlock guns, wrestling in the streets, and mingling with commoners in taverns. His wild antics, including dressing in ragged bathrobes and ignoring samurai decorum, earned him the mocking title, Fool of Owari. Yet beneath this facade lay a sharp mind, honed by tutors like Hayashi Hidesada and Hirate Masahide. At 13, he underwent his coming-of-age ceremony, taking the name Nobunaga, and by 15, he led his first raid against rivals in Mikawa province. In 1549, he married Nohime, daughter of Saito Dosan of Mino, forging a crucial alliance that would shape his early ambitions. Nobunaga's path to power ignited in 1551 when his father died, thrusting him into a vicious succession crisis at just 17. Owari was fragmented, riddled with rival branches of the Oda clan, uncles, brothers, and cousins all vying for control. Nobunaga assembled a ragtag force of 1,000 men, many peasants armed with innovative firearms, to intimidate his opponents. He besieged Kiyosu Castle in 1553 to 1554, starving out his uncle Oda Nobutomo and forcing him to commit seppuku. In 1556, at the Battle of Ino, he crushed a rebellion led by his brother Nobuyuki, pardoning the rebels at first, but later ordering Nobuyuki's assassination in 1557 to eliminate threats. He turned his gaze to external foes, reclaiming lands from the Imagawa clan at the Battle of Muraki Castle in 1554, where his use of matchlock volleys turned the tide. By 1559, he had captured Iwakura Castle, unifying Owari through blood and strategy. He was no longer a fool. He was a force rising from the ashes of family betrayal. With Owari secured, Nobunaga's journey expanded into the wider chaos of Japan. In 1560, the mighty Imagawa Yoshimoto marched on Kyoto with 25,000 to 40,000 men, eyeing Owari as a stepping stone. Nobunaga, with only 2,000 to 4,000 troops, faced annihilation. But in a stroke of genius, at the Battle of Okehazama, he launched a daring surprise attack during a thunderstorm. His men crept through the rain-soaked hills, striking Yoshimoto's camp amid celebrations. Chaos erupted, blades clashed in the downpour, screams pierced the thunder, as Nobunaga's warriors beheaded Yoshimoto himself. This stunning victory shattered the Imagawa, gained him allies like Matsudaira Motoyasu, later Tokugawa Ieyasu, and propelled his fame across the land. He forged pacts with the Takeda and others, turning east to conquer Mino province in 1561 to 1567, bribing key retainers like the Mino triumvirate, Inaba Itetsu, Ando Michitari, and Ujiie Bokusen. He besieged Inabanya Castle, renaming it Gifu and adopting his seal, Tenka Fubu, meaning the realm subjected to military power. His sister Oichi married Azai Nagamasa, securing northern flanks.
Nobunaga's ambitions drew him south to the imperial capital. In 1568, at the request of Ashikaga Yoshiaki, he marched on Kyoto, defeating the Rokaku and Miyoshi plans in swift campaigns. Entering the city triumphantly, he installed Yoshiaki as the 15th Ashikaga shogun, but wielded true power, dissolving the shogunate by 1573 when Yoshiaki rebelled. Nobunaga was not content with puppets. He centralized authority, promoting merit over birthright. Commoners like Toyotomi Hideyoshi rose as generals under his banner. He embraced foreign innovations, welcoming Portuguese Jesuits for trade and technology. By 1549, he had recognized the potential of Tanegashima matchlock guns, mass-producing them and forming elite arquebus units. His reforms abolished tolls and guilds with the Rakuichi Rakuza policy, fostering free markets and building infrastructure like roads and canals to fuel his wars. But power came with enemies. Buddhist sects, particularly the Ikoiki, warrior monks, rose against him. In 1570, he besieged their stronghold at Ishiyama Honganji in Osaka, a grueling 10-year war. He blockaded supplies by sea, using ironclad Atakebune ships to crush the Mori Navy's fleet at the Second Battle of Kizugawa-guchi in 1578. The temple surrendered in 1580, its defenders starved into submission. More infamously, in 1571, he razed the Enrikyuji monastery on Mount Hiei, slaughtering thousands, monks, women, children, in a fiery purge that earned him the eternal moniker, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. The mountains ran red with blood, a testament to his unyielding resolve against any who defied him. He crushed the Nagashima Ikoiki in 1574, setting their fortress ablaze and massacring survivors. Nobunaga's military genius shone in grand clashes. In 1570, at the Battle of Onegawa, allied with Ieyasu, he routed the Azai Asakura coalition along the riverbanks, his forces charging across shallow waters amid furious hand-to-hand combat. In 1575, the Battle of Nagashino became legend. Facing Takeda Katsuyori's 15,000 cavalry, Nobunaga's 38,000 men, including 3,000 arquebusiers behind palisades, unleashed devastating volleys, possibly in rotating ranks, to decimate the charges. The field was littered with fallen samurai, Katsuyori's army broken. He subdued the Usuegi at Tedorigawa in 1577, though suffering losses, and invaded Iga province in 1579 to 1581, overcoming ninja defenses in a second campaign. By 1582, at the Battle of Tenmokuzan, he and Ieyasu annihilated the Takeda clan, forcing Katsuyori to seppuku. Nobunaga controlled over 20 provinces, from Honshu's heart to the coasts, and even employed Yasuke, an African samurai, as his trusted bodyguard, a symbol of his openness to outsiders. Yet in the summer of 1582, fate turned treacherous. Resting at Honnoji Temple in Kyoto with a small guard during a tea ceremony, Nobunaga was ambushed by his own general, Akechi Mitsuhide, and 13,000 men. Betrayal struck like lightning. Mitsuhide's forces surrounded the temple, setting it ablaze. Nobunaga fought fiercely, sword in hand, urging his pages to hold the line as flames roared and arrows flew. Wounded and cornered, he retreated to an inner chamber, committing seppuku rather than yield. His loyal Yasuke escaped briefly, but was captured. Mitsuhide, unable to find the body amid the inferno, failed to claim victory. Nobunaga's heir, Nobutada, met a similar end at Nijo Castle. The Demon King's fall shocked Japan, his empire fracturing in the chaos. After Honnoji, Hideyoshi avenged Nobunaga at the Battle of Yamazaki, slaying Mitsuhide and seizing power. Nobunaga's body was never recovered, buried in mystery. Some say a wooden effigy was interred at Daitokuji. Posthumously honored as Chancellor in 1582 and Senior First Rank in 1917, his grave remains debated, perhaps lost to time like so many of his secrets. With his death, the Sengoku era's wildest flames dimmed, paving the way for Hideyoshi's conquests and Ieyasu's shogunate in 1603. Nobunaga was not just a conqueror, he was a visionary who mixed the rice cake of unification, as the proverb goes, blending innovation with terror. He patronized the arts, tea ceremonies with Sen no Rikyu, sumo tournaments drawing 1,500 wrestlers, and transformed warfare, economy, and society. But had he survived Mitsuhide's treachery, Japan might have unified under his iron rule, altering the course of Asia forever. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more tales of samurais, shoguns, and Japanese legends. Your support helps bring more epic histories to life.